Hello everybody, this is the Bulldozer, and thank you for giving me your time, and thank you for watching another one of my videos. Well, here we go, folks. I am getting ready to go into the first Prestige on the road to Prestige Master. And, man, yeah, the game's got some good things about it, but there's already an issue with the leaderboards, and they just released them yesterday. The leaderboards just got released yesterday, and there's already an issue with the leaderboards. And you might find it to be a small issue. I could really care less about the leaderboards. I don't care about stats. That's pointless to me. I play the game for the camos, and that is what I'm doing. I've done so in quite a few Call of Duties. In fact, I had the world record for Infinite Warfare that was later broke by, shoot, I cannot remember the gentleman's name. But I scored 505,000 XP in one match. And if you remember in Infinite Warfare, they had that, they added that token later on where you could double your XP. That 505,000 XP was without a double XP token. So, again, but let me show you what I'm talking about as to the leaderboards here. Okay, as you can see right here, it says my score per minute is 225. My score is 325,060. And the time played is 23 hours and 59 minutes. With games played 193. I don't know if I already said that or not. But I took this screenshot before I prestige. Just like I do with all of the Call of Duty games, so I do this in. So then I stopped playing. So when I got back on, these numbers had totally changed. Take a look what they say now. Now take a look at it. It says I've only played 9.00 seconds. I played 191 games in 9.00 seconds. It's taken 2 games away from me. Here, I'll tell you what, here, let me put both of the screens, both of the screenshots on the same screen so you can see the numbers for yourself. There you go. Now you can see the difference. You know, down below is what it said before I prestiged. Up top is what it said after I prestiged. But it's still showing, for whatever reason, it's still showing me at 55. But you'll see later in this video I've prestiged. But look at the score. My score before I prestiged was 325,060. My score after I prestige is 324,735. Now my score per minute is 225, and they've got my score per minute at 2,164,900. So as you can see, already we have an issue with the leaderboards. And they've only been out for 2 days if you count yesterday and today. And there's already an issue with the leaderboards. And Kill Confirm is mainly really the only game I play right now. It's just a whole lot easier. You get more XP, at least I feel, because you're picking up not just your tags, enemy tags, as well as getting kills. So personally, I feel you can get more XP in Kill Confirm. Some might say you can do it in Domination and other games, but I just like Kill Confirm. But also, you can see it's got my score per minute as 226 right here, which I guess that is the score per minute for Kill Confirm only. And again, that's really all I play. But the reason why I could care less about stats and everything is because of all the camping that goes on in the game. You get some of these people that will sit in a corner. I mean, camping's part of the game, granted, but you got some people will sit in a corner and then they will act like they are the biggest, best player around. It's because you sit in a corner and you watched somebody run by and shoot them in the back. I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot of skill to do that, folks. It doesn't. But like I said, if you're going to camp, hey, it's part of the game. Even though it ticks you off when you're the one that gets hit in the back and everything, it's at the end of the day, it's part of the game. But here, let me just show you a few clips of what I've faced. And it's just like, never mind. Again, here's just a few clips of what I'm talking about. Look at, I just do not get it. And this person here, hiding in the bathrooms on firing range. Another person hiding in the corner on firing range. It's like, and look, this guy here, sitting in the corner, and the other guy sitting by the box. I come back and nail him for a headshot. But it's just absolutely insane. This is the reason why, folks, I could care less about stats. Because they're meaningless. You get somebody that does this, and gets a huge KD ratio, and they think they're the biggest thing that come across Call of Duty. And look here. See this window right here? The board I'm shooting at was just added because of this. Take a look at this, folks. You notice there's already a tag up here. This person is just in that window and just mowing people down. Knowing this is right where everybody's coming out of that spawn. Most of the people are either going to go left or they're going to go right. So it's nice to see Treyarch is actually taking actions to fix problems like this. Now they need to work on the spawns, because the spawns is a totally another issue. I'm not going to touch on it in this video. It's absolutely insane. Again, here's all my numbers. I could care less about stats. I know I've said that numerous times in this video, but I just don't. I already got my rocket launcher finished. You gotta get 25 direct impact kills. Can you only imagine how many times I died because all I would run around with was a rocket launcher in my hand? I got charts that I've put together. I've been doing this since 2009, and here's this year's chart. This is the ranking chart, so I know what gets unlocked, where it gets unlocked. You need a total of 1,457,200 XP to go from rank 1 to rank 55 before you prestige. And again, when I go through my prestige, now that I prestige and I'm going through the rankings again, I'll double check to make sure everything's correct. But everything should be correct. And then I also have a chart where I list all my weapons at. And here's that chart. Now I know it's hard for you to see because it's so wide. It starts with the assault rifles, goes all the way over to the diamond, and this is still being tweaked. I think I've already added all the guns. You see that the launcher has a blue line going all the way across it. That means it's done. You see that the ICR and the VAP and XKG, it's got those green lines in it. That means everything's done except for one kill in each one of those camos. And the reason for this is I'm doing the same thing that I've done in the past. And like I said, I set the world record for most XP earned in one game back in Infinite Warfare, which was later broke by, I think it was FIFA Kill is who broke it. I just did a small number of guns. He actually had set up the game. Again, after mine, you can look at the upload dates on the videos. But he actually set up a game with his friends because you can only carry so many weapons, okay? And so he had set up a game with his friends. So after he went through all the weapons and all his credit classes that he had, they would be able to give him the weapons he needed to finish that off. And he scored over 1 million XP. And I think with the double XP token, I think it might have been 2 million. I can't quite remember for sure. I'm pretty sure it was like 2 million XP or something like that. Something crazy, absolutely crazy. But here's some of my thumbnails from my videos to show you on how I've done this stuff in the past, and I just get crazy amounts of XP. Now here's the very first game I did, where I scored 101,942,000 XP, folks, in one match. And you can see diamond handguns. And what I done was I set up all my guns to need just one kill. And I did all that in one match, and that's where I got the idea of how far can I take this. So as you see there, this is the thumbnail for that video, Road to Black Sky camo, because it wasn't called Dark Matter in Infinite Warfare, it was called Black Sky, which now we're back to Dark Matter. And I got the idea on, how far can I take this? And this was before, if you remember, if you played Infinite Warfare, they had the double XP token that you could use. This was not with the double XP token at all, folks. And you'll see that here in a second. Take a look at the next thumbnail. You can see right there, folks, 505,466 XP. And if you look just to the right where it says gaming in my name, you don't see that double XP icon there because when I did this, this was not available. Just a crazy amount of XP for one match. One match, folks. And I hope to do that again. I want to break this 505,466,000 XP. That is my record. And that's why I put no cheating, no glitching, because this was a fair game. The gameplay is up. The gameplay is rough because of the PC I had at the time. But, like I said, you can go watch it. The video, like I said, there wasn't much I can do about the video. I didn't realize it. I was having a recording issue until after the game was over with, and it's not like you can go back and do it. So, yeah, that was absolutely crazy. But then once they added the double XP token, I did this. 708,532,000 XP for one match, folks. And there you see it says 2 XP token. That's when they added the double XP token. So when you use that double XP token, you went from the window you saw on the last picture to this window here because it doubled your XP. So that was like, what, 354,000 XP for that match? Somewhere around there. Not too shabby at all. Not too shabby at all. 11 gold weapons that equaled 5 diamond classes in one match, folks. One match. Now, I have no clue how much XP I can score in this game because the XP in this game is just, I haven't been able to figure it out. I really haven't. I had a 15 kill game and I got 219 match bonus. 15 kill game, I forget how many, 10 or 11 deaths, something like that. But also like 16 or 17 tags I picked up. And I only got a 219 points for my match bonus. So yeah, I still have not figured out the XP in this game. Hopefully I will. But man, those days were absolutely crazy with that double XP token. So again, here's my weapons chart that I made up. Like I said, I used the open office version. So if you don't have XP or if you don't have Word or XP, listen to me, I'm talking about XP, Excel or Word, stuff like that, there's a software out there called Open Office that you can put on your computer, and it works with all the same files that Excel and Word and all those do. Just the only difference is it's free. And that's what this here is. And I've been using this here since 2009. So almost 10 years I've been using this setup. And I just go in every year and make changes to it. Now you'll see all the camos and everything for each weapon is the same because I will update that and when I get to that weapon class. Because obviously if I don't have sniper rifles done the first 100 sniper rifle headshots, I think it's going to be, then I don't know what the other ones are going to be. And just because there was one thing in one game, don't mean they're going to be the same thing in this game. So I can't update any of that. But like I said, right now I'm working on the assault rifles. When I prestiged, I went ahead and used my prestige token on the Maddox, or I guess that's how you pronounce that. But like I said, I got 14 headshots on that. Actually, I got more than that. I haven't updated that. I think I got that third camo, so I think I got like, say 21, 22 headshots, something like that for that. I have to check and see and update that. But yeah, so this gives you an idea on how I do everything. That way I know how everything's laid out. One thing I'm hoping for is when we get, if they bring back the, actually, you know what, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it because I don't want them to happen to see this video and not make that possible. Because one of these items on this list was very easy to do, extremely easy to do. It's probably the easiest thing to do, and people think it's probably the hardest thing to do, and it was not. It was absolutely the easiest thing to do. But I'll save that for a later video. If you want to go back and search my videos, you'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. But I'll say that for a later video. So we're going to go ahead now we're going to go ahead and prestige this account. And I want to show you, what happens when you prestige and stuff like that, and show you what I did when I prestiged. But in that chart you saw I had the ICR and another weapon. I can't think of the initials offhand. I want to go ahead and show you those weapons, just show you what the camos and everything look like for those weapons before we go into prestige mode. Because once I do that, I won't be able to look at those weapons. Which, something else I find absolutely crazy is they have the career class locked until rank 5 or 6. I think it's 6. But you unlock weapons right away, but you can't use them until you have creator class unlocked. So again, that makes no sense to me. I can't remember if it's been that way in prior Call of Duties or not. It probably has, but again, it just doesn't make sense to me. So we're gonna go ahead and look at the weapons, and the first one you're gonna see right here is the Maddox. That's what I'm working on now. Then we'll move over to the VPR XKG. You can take a look at the camos here. You see they're all done except for the 3 in the Mastery, which is the gold, the diamond, and the dark matter. And then we have the 1 camo left to do, which is the mother of pearl. And that's a decent camo. I've seen it. I haven't had a chance to use it. But let's go ahead and move on to our next weapon, and it's the launcher. You see the launcher is gold there. Now, one thing I don't understand, I don't know if this is just a glitch or what. You can see how this has the purple lines and everything going through it. If you recall in the video earlier, when you see me blow up that wire, that razor wire, you don't see these purple lines and everything moving through it in the gameplay. If you see a character, you had the 5 characters before a match, you can see this effect on any weapon that's being held on those characters while you're waiting for the match to count down. But when you're in game, you cannot see it. Maybe it's a glitch, who knows. But, actually I can show you the mother of pearl. That's what mother of pearl looks like. And there's the gold camo. But you notice if you go to select the camo, you don't see that effect at all. So, again, it just doesn't make sense to me. If it's on the weapon, it should always be on the weapon when you select it. And you see I got the gold selected. It wasn't like I highlighted it or anything. Let's go ahead and move over to the Maddox since we have that weapon right here. And you can see this is what I have done right now. 14 or 15. But again, this is, I've played a little before I put this video together. So I want to say I'm in the low 20s. Now we're going to look at the ICR. And you see I have the ICR set up the same way. I need 1 kill for the mother of pearl. And there's my Bengals camo. I'm a huge Bengal fan. That's why if you ever catch me in a game, you're going to see me most likely, if I have the Bengal camo unlocked, it'll be on my weapon. And also my character is going to have that orange outfit on. But again, 1 kill for the mother of pearl. And like I said, anybody can do this, folks. You just have to be willing not to do it. Who cares if you have diamond camo right away or if you have the gold weapon right away? Because a player like me, I'm going to get the gold weapon. I'm going to move on to the next weapon. Okay? I'm not going to keep running around. That's just how I am. Again, I am a camo player. That's what I go for, is the camos. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and activate this prestige. So we go into prestige 1 and bring this video to an end. I know it's getting kind of lengthy. I spoke a lot in this video regarding some of the issues in the game, but there's another video to come to talk about some other stuff in the near future. So you're going to go in, you're going to select A if you're on the Xbox. When you're on that prestige window where it shows your level 55, it'll bring you to here where you can see everything you get for every weapon. It's the level content window. Or actually, I guess they call it prestige in unlocks. But go into prestige. You're going to get your message and everything. telling you you're going to start over level 1. Everything's going to be locked. Blah, 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 blah. You know, we all know all that. We're going to receive a calling card. Prestige unlock token. Extra custom class slot, which is nice. And then your Prestige 1 icon. So go ahead and activate Prestige. And there we have it. We are now Prestige 1. We're at level 1 of 55 to our next Prestige of Prestige 2. And you can see now it's got us back at 1. We need 4,000 XP to go to the next level. You can see they have that fresh start option down there. I'm not going to do that. I did it before, but I'm not going to do it this time because there's so many games I'm going to be playing. I just don't want it to go through an extra Prestige level. But if you're going to do that at Prestige 1. Don't wait and do it all the way through the game. Unless you want to, you know, go all the way back through there. So I'm going to show you how to use the Prestige Unlock token if you have not used it yet. So what you're going to do is you're going to go right back into the same window where you saw all your ranks and everything. And I'm going to use it on the Maddox. You can see down here I have 1 permanent unlock token. So just hit your right trigger and go all the way over to the end. Then go back, and the Maddox is number 49. And you can see a little circle there. That circle is so you can use a Prestige Unlock token. It says this item has been successfully unlocked. So now I can go ahead and finish that off because I think my other weapon is like rank 15, 16, something like that. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and finish off the Maddox. Once I get that finished, then I will move on to the next highest rank weapon, which again, offhand, I'm not for sure which one that is. There you go, folks. Again, that's how you go into Prestige. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me your time. This is the Bulldozer. If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content. This is the Bulldozer. Get your killing on, and I'm out of here.